Hey there, space cadets! Get ready to explore the awesome world of planes in space. It's a wild ride. We're talking about the building blocks of shapes, and we'll see how they fit together. Planes are everywhere in geometry. They help us understand how things are shaped and how they relate to each other. Think of it like this. Planes are like the flat surfaces all around us. Your desk is a plane, the wall is a plane, even your phone screen is a plane. Now, imagine stretching those surfaces infinitely in all directions. That's what we're talking about when we say planes in space. Get ready for an adventure. In this essay, we'll learn what planes are. We'll see how they work. We'll even look at some cool real-world examples. So buckle up, space explorers. Let's blast off into the exciting world of planes in space. Okay, imagine a flat sheet of paper. That's a plane. Now, imagine that sheet of paper stretching forever, in all directions. Up, down, left, right, it never ends. That's a plane in space. Planes are flat. They have no thickness. They go on forever. They're like giant, invisible tabletops floating in space. We can define a plane in a few ways. One way is with 3 points that don't all lie on the same line. Think of it like a triangle. Any 3 points on that triangle can define a plane. Pretty neat, huh? Another way is with a line and a point not on that line. Imagine a pencil lying on a table. The pencil is the line. A point on the ceiling is not on the line. Together, they define a plane. We can also define a plane with 2 lines that intersect. Think of the letter X. The 2 lines cross, right? Those 2 lines define a plane. See? Planes are everywhere. Now let's talk about points, lines, and planes. These are the basic building blocks of geometry. They help us understand how shapes exist in space. A point is like a tiny dot. It has no size, it just marks a location. Think of it like a star in the night sky. A line is a straight path that goes on forever in 2 directions, like a long, straight road that never ends. And remember, a plane is a flat surface that extends infinitely in all directions. Here's how they all fit together. A point can lie on a line, like a stop sign on a road. A point can also lie on a plane, like a coin on a table. A line can lie on a plane, like a pencil on a desk. Or a line can intersect a plane at a single point, like a needle poking through a piece of paper. Get it? Points, lines, and planes. They all work together to create the shapes we see all around us. Section 4. Crash Course Intersections in Space. Hold on tight, things are about to get interesting. Let's talk about intersections. That's where things collide. In geometry, an intersection is where lines and planes meet. Imagine 2 roads crossing each other. The point where they cross is an intersection. The same thing happens with lines and planes. A line can intersect a plane at a single point. Remember the needle and the paper? That's an intersection. 2 planes can also intersect, but their intersection is a line, not just a point. Think of a wall meeting the ceiling. That line where they meet is the intersection. Intersections are important because they help us understand how shapes are connected in space. They help us build things, design things, and understand how the world around us is put together. Section 5. Parallel universes and right angles in space. Ready for some parallel parking? Just kidding! We're talking about parallel lines and planes. Parallel lines are like 2 railroad tracks. They run side by side and never touch. They stay the same distance apart forever. Parallel planes are like 2 floors of a building. They never intersect no matter how high you go. Now let's talk about perpendicular lines and planes. These guys like to meet at right angles. You know, like the corner of a square. Imagine a flagpole standing straight up from the ground. The flagpole is perpendicular to the ground. They form a right angle. Perpendicular planes are like 2 walls meeting to form a corner. They make a perfect 90-degree angle. Parallel and perpendicular lines and planes are everywhere. They help us understand how things are aligned and how they fit together in space. Section 6. Dihedral angles, measuring the space between. Get ready for some angle action. Let's talk about dihedral angles. These are angles formed by 2 intersecting planes. They're like secret angles hiding in plain sight. Imagine opening a book. The 2 pages of the book are like 2 planes. The spine of the book is like the line of intersection. The angle between the two pages is the dihedral angle. We measure dihedral angles in degrees. A right angle, like the corner of a square, is 90 degrees. An acute angle is less than 90 degrees, and an obtuse angle is greater than 90 degrees. Dihedral angles are important in lots of fields. Architects use them to design buildings. Engineers use them to build bridges and airplanes. They're even used in chemistry to study the shapes of molecules. Section 7. Planes in action, from buildings to video games. Planes in space aren't just some abstract math concept, they're everywhere in the real world. Architects use planes to design buildings. Think about the walls, the floors, the roof, they're all planes. Engineers use planes to build bridges, airplanes, and cars. They need to make sure that all the parts fit together perfectly. Even video game designers use planes. They use planes to create the three-dimensional worlds that we love to explore in our favorite games. So, the next time you're walking down the street, look around. You'll see planes everywhere. They're the hidden geometry that makes our world go round. That's it for our journey into the world of planes in space. I hope you enjoyed the ride. Remember, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and never stop learning. Bye for now.